Hello, everyone. Thor here. I just wanted to take a few minutes to look at a theory that's going um, making the way around the internet. I'm a huge Silent Hill fan. Silent Hill 2 is probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite, horror game of all time. I'm also a big Dead Space fan, but there's a lot of rumors with this Blue Box Games, and we're gonna jump into the Reddit post. There's a lot to go through, and I'm gonna comment on each of it, but there's a bunch. So let's dive right in here. All right. Um, let's just start here. Here's the Twitter for Blue Box Game Studios. There's an announcement earlier this year for a game called Abandon. It's going to use adaptive triggers, which is cool. Um, I don't know if they'll talk about it here, but we'll go more into the director and the employees of the studio. But here's the first thing: is the name, or at least the surname. Uh, um, at least the surname translate to Hideo. So yeah, so that there's just a lot of coincidences. I mean, there's plenty of speculation. I didn't think this is anything at first because I don't want to be disappointed like we've been so many times. But there's a lot of things pointing at this could be it. I really think Sony maybe helped make it happen. He did talk about they're working on a horror title, but let's keep going. Here are all the possible hints at Blue Box Games Studios related to Kojima and Silent Hill. I think I might be a believer. There's several points toward Abandoned being Silent Hill and Blue Box Studios being a studio opened by Kojima. Yeah, here's the original tweet. This is a good place to start. Abandoned, first letter S, last letter L, reveal closing and PS5 exclusives. And the reveal should be coming this Tuesday, I believe. So I'll definitely be making another video. Even if it's not, this is by Blue Box Games. This is a genius way to promote their game. So here's a classic. Kojima used a fake studio to make Metal Gear Solid 5, and David Hayter's absence makes sense when you play through the game. Everyone was kind of disappointed that it was Kiefer Sutherland, but um, good reason that it wasn't. So we're not going to listen to the interview. He also used a fake studio for PT, if you all remember. It was like 787 Studios, and then the I think the original demo or whatever was for Phantom Pain was like Moby Dick or something like that because of the codename Ahab, which uh, there's a lot. But that dives more into the game, Metal Gear Solid 5. But so yeah, uh, and they also like have them from like different countries. Like I believe Blue Box is apparently in the Netherlands. 7780 Studios. We're both from Sweden. Banner received a short teaser trailer on YouTube channel alongside a blog post, uh, hitting for a release later this year. The Silent Hill composer teased a new game reveal for summer 2021, which was shot down by Konami. I do remember that. We'll take a look at it, and let's look at the teaser while we're here. Sure. Uh, so here's what Abandoned looks like. Let me
Let me tell you a story,
lower
a
that up
true
a bit.
story, a story that could overcome to all of us. Imagine waking up at a place
I've never
far,
actually
far
watched this,
away,
so I'm kind of interested to see what this is.
away from your loved ones, away from friends, away from safety,
Interesting, because
trying
they're saying
to
it should come out for
understand
PC, so
how
maybe
you
it's a delayed
got
exclusive.
here. No one there to guide you, no one there to assist you. No food, no water. You've got nothing to survive. The complicated part is, well, you were prey, powerless, thirsty, and a weak.
I remember seeing something about this. Let me just get rid of this, because kill. There's It's something about the PT here. Trespassing is a P is like blocked or whatever, and a T. I don't know. There's a breakdown for this, so I'm sure that's in a Twitter post.
Prey of a strong, blood-loving community led by a religious
Godstown.
nutjob.
Ooh,
A false prophet that will do anything for power.
the original
Anything
Silent Hill
for
is big
wealth.
on the cult.
And when you realize
That's
this, you know it's the end.
that's
Your
interesting.
end. But you will never accept this. You will fight for a way out.
Abandoned. Oh. Alright, well. Hopefully that came out okay. The animated PS5 Studios logo that plays ahead of first-party games glows blue for a moment, creating a blue box. Okay, yep. I mean, we've seen that. And 6 days ago, there's a blue box picture. Kojima posted this to his Instagram, which I'm not. Is there any captions? I had no idea. I don't really use Instagram, so I don't know how that works. Here's a Kojima tweet. Thanks for Harper Books. The Silent Wife by Karen Slaughter, the latest in the Will Trent series. Last window was Kidnapped Action. Then there's Joe Hill's short story Full Throttle. Yeah, that's a little cryptic. There are no saved trademarks for Blue Box Game Studios, but their trailer claims they do. That's interesting. Yep, I remember seeing this on the YouTube for Blue Box Games, which I think they said was made about 5 years ago. It's a bunch of hills with mist, which we all know Silent Hill. Yeah, let's go ahead and subscribe and see what comes up. I'm curious if anything pops up here. Also, subscribe to Thor Effect Gaming while you're at it, please. Thank you. All the employees at the company use stock photos. Jeff Keighley has been talking about it a lot, and we know he's pretty closely associated with Hideo. At the abandoned trailer, the latest P&T are covered by the tree. Yep, that's what I was talking about where I stopped it. So a couple months later, Blue Box Game Studios revealed that Abandoned would get its own PS5 app, which would let players run the game's trailer in real time on the PS5. Not even first-party PlayStation Studios games have done, so it raised some eyebrows that this unknown game studio would be the first to pioneer the feature. Another game that got a console application as a teaser for an upcoming release, but was later abandoned, was PT. Yeah, I remember when that dropped just randomly. We're going to have to download this app and check it out. Abandoned real-time trailer PS5 app. All right. Yep. Blue Box goes by BB, which is a possible Death Stranding reference. It says Blue Bog, but I imagine that means Blue Box tweeted in one of their tweets that their game would feature snowflakes of blood. This was used in the PT trailers. Let's see. Next gen graphics, 4K 60, no HUD, manual ammo, check, taking care of wounds, realistic cinematic survival, snowflakes of blood. I just gotta see. That's only a week or so I posted. It was snowflakes and blood and so vague. I'd love if they brought them back and really did Silent Hills. Blue Box Studios appears to have been founded in 2015, exactly 1 year after the release of PT, and right around the time Kojima was going through his breakup with Konami. That's interesting. All right. Cool. The only other games, The Whispers, was completed by another studio, and his icon is a black handprint, just like in Death Hand Stranding. I didn't play this, but I remember seeing it on Steam. Let me see. I think I can bring this up. I found this before. I don't know if this is related, but this is it on Steam. They said it's gonna get a PC released, and they had a game called The Haunting, and there's like a Whispers thing. Now this game doesn't have good reviews at all, but um, who who knows if this is associated? But I just thought this was interesting. I don't know if anyone else has saw this. It's just something I came across. This came out earlier this year. It's a first-person horror adventure game where you find ghosts with a camera. Yeah, very probably Fatal Frame like, I'm sure. But it was made by Createch. But I guess like Blue Box is like the curator or something. Not sure if this is anything, but figured I'd show it real quick because it's just something I came across. There's a canceled game named Lost Tapes, which is part of the soundtrack from Metal Gear Solid 5. It's an interesting coincidence. There's just so many coincidences. I can't wait till Tuesday to see what this is, but um, Sam in the new Death Stranding's director's cut trailer uses a black backpack with a Netherlands logo. Blue Box Studios is supposedly based in the Netherlands. That's interesting. And also, besides the name from earlier, HK, the same Kojima initials. Most of the tweets made by Blue Box are at strange local time. Hours are 3 a.m. The studio is claiming to be in the Netherlands. Kojima is located in Japan, which is 7 hours ahead of time. There's a lot of stuff that's coincidental, but I mean, there's just so much pointing at it being something. And it's a long rumor that Sony's been talking about. Like, apparently, PlayStation's doing a new PlayStation experience in the next couple weeks. It's a rumor. If they drop Silent Hill and Metal Gear, yeah, everyone's talking who won E3, Nintendo, Xbox, but then Sony's just like, hey, we have Silent Hill and Metal Gear. Everyone's gonna be talking about that. They know what they're doing, at least with marketing. He's got an account, Hassan. I'm gonna butcher names, so he's got an account on PSN. Sneaky Warrior with a total number of trophies 1238, the same as the Japanese Silent Hill commercial. Interesting. What? Japanese TV commercial for the room. Oh, is that the room number? That's the room number, isn't it? Maybe. Wow, good on these everyone coming together to find all this. His YouTube channel called 2727. Silent Hills was canceled on April 27th. Interesting. Played a game that isn't available on the PlayStation Store that is using siren heads as an image. Siren Head a few months ago and implied that it's work. Junji reacted to Siren Head a few. Oh, okay. Is this the creator of Siren Head? I don't know too much about Siren Head. I've seen a few games about it though. Because Silent Hill is known about this, making the siren sound before you go to the dark world. I would love to see Kojima do a horror title though. I think it'd be awesome. We looked at this earlier. The translate name, yeah. He does have an Apple App Store profile with a bunch of low quality asset flip games under his belt. The only app that's not a game is called Go Fit XL, which sits under the health and fitness category. It says at one point personal training PT programs. put your tinfoil hats on. This could be something. Could be one massive waste of time. I mean, we're gonna find out shortly. Uh, I there's just a lot of evidence. I am hopeful. I really figured like there's no way this is Silent Hill, but there's there's a lot here, so it definitely could be an awesome announcement. I look forward to Tuesday. I'll definitely make a video Tuesday in which we find out one way or another. I do think Sony has got something with Silent Hill and Metal Gear, though. I really do. There's just been so much talk about it. Uh, I believe they said that something would be announced. Someone said there would be something announced for both of them this summer. So we didn't see it at E3, so they got it. It's got to be Sony, right? Well, comment below. Like the video, comment below. Let me know what you all think, and let's look forward to Tuesday and what the rest of the summer brings. So, see you all later. Thor out.